Here we are. It's Friday. Time for another episode of Fat Boy Fitness. I am still not 100% from my twist in my back the other day. It's not muscular. It's more like I don't know if it's a pinched nerve. I don't know what it is. But it's like everything, I'm going along, everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, it just shoots up and down my back. So I'm just going to take it easy. We'll see what happens. I don't want to lose any of my gains, but I'm probably not going to push myself like I normally do on Fridays. Anyway, this is my excuse. So, more importantly, I don't want to stop. I just don't want to stop. So I'm going to try not, do or do not. It was my horrible Yoda impersonation. I do a much better E.T. Ouch. All right. Let's just get through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That came off without a hitch. Now let's do some crunches. Picking my feet up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I can absolutely tell that it's been a week since I've done them. Ooh, okay. But so far, so good. Let's just keep the momentum going. Whew. Momentum. All right. Momentum. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Keeping the momentum going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm not going to do the back and forth to the other legs today because that involves twisting and shifting my weight mid-action, and I noticed that that is one of the triggering actions, so not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. All right, so that completes the first circuit. Doing good. Still alive. Let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I'm using way more of my legs than I should, I'm aware. So I'm going to have to increase the intensity on that next week and maybe cross my legs or something to stop using my legs so much. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. All right. Ooh, goodness gracious. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Okay. I doubt they do crunches in heaven. Not the heaven I want to go to. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Okay. Keeping the momentum going. Somebody just tried to call me. I hope it's still recording. Okay. DVD bins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's more of a range of motion exercise for me anyway. Just to make sure I can still do it, kind of thing. All right, that's 2 circuits down, 1 circuit to go. So far I've only felt the tinge a couple of times. So both times was in moving from one exercise to the other. So I want to try and pay attention to when exactly it happens, so that if I end up at a chiropractor, I can say, this is what I'm doing when it happens. This is where I feel it. Because I know I will eventually end up at a chiropractor. Oh goodness. Just the thought of going to a chiropractor. All I can say is, boys and girls, if you're not fat already, don't get fat. The issues that come with being fat are just not worth it. Are not worth the comfort. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay. And some crunches. All right, here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Whew. All right. Knock that out for the week. Now I'll just flip over and do some push-ups and then some deep knee bends. And we'll be ready for the treadmill. So, just need to flip over. It's like a perpetual motion engine, me. The way I'm just flipping. Generate enough energy to run a small village. I learned to catch that so it doesn't hit me in the head. It only took me about 3 weeks to figure that out. Because you know I'm bright. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. All right. Woo. Making some serious progress here today. Yes, we are. Ouch. All right. Man, it's trying to get dark on us already. All right. It's the little things that I find humorous. Sometimes I just amuse myself. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did it. We did it. We survived another round of Fat Boy Fitness. This time, actually doing the exercises. And that's pretty cool. And you didn't see me collapse in pain? Gotta hydrate. You didn't see me collapse in pain like I did Monday. Like, you don't need to see any of that. That's why I carry you around like this. Turn you that way so you can't see all the piles of neglected stuff. All right. I like the way the ladybug looks illuminated that way. Let's turn this. Yeah. Let's turn that off. And then let's get this safety mechanism in place so that I don't get caught up in it like a dough ball. Like one of them tortilla makers at the Mexican food restaurant. Alright. We'll set that at 2 miles an hour so I can step on. I tried to step on it faster. I need to figure out. I see them people at the gym and on television and they're running on them. And I don't even know. I don't know how they start. Because it's not like they step up to the thing, set the speed at 6, and then just jump up there running. Because I guarantee that's how you fall off. We forgot to set the incline. It is Friday. Oh, you know what? The incline's still set from last Friday. That's good. Whew. So, I haven't started any new books. I've been looking over a few books. I thought I might read The War of Art. I thought I might read, I think I told you this already. I read that once, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And nothing about it sticks out in my mind other than the talk about the daily struggle and how to organize your art routine and your marketing routine. And I think I need to read it again. I don't know that I was in the right frame of mind to read it last time. So I think I need to read it again. Or I thought about reading again the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That was a good read. I read that about 12 years ago. Stephen Covey. I read that about 12 years ago. And I know that there's some principles in that book that I've let fall to the wayside of my lifestyle choices. So, I've been thinking about reading that one again. High Five Mentality. I just downloaded High Five Mentality, but I don't know that I'm prepared to read it yet. I've got stacks of books on my Nook and on my bookshelf over there that I keep telling myself I want to read. I've got some pen and ink technique books that, you know, it's hard to pick up an art technique from a book, but this one comes with a workbook as well. But you can't just spend 20 minutes reading and then 20 minutes, and you'd have to spend another 20 minutes practicing. And it's not like a textbook. It's not like a long nonfiction book. It's more of a light read. It's more of a studio read. So I don't know how I feel about that. I also have a figure drawing atelier book that I've wanted to read, some watercolor books that I want to read, but again, that's more studio reading. That's not something that you just sit down and read through. That's something where you read a little bit and then you practice a little bit. But then, truthfully, isn't that what I did with Atomic Habits and with Show Your Work and Deep Work? Read a little bit and then apply a little bit and then read a little bit and then apply a little bit. I mean, it really kind of works out the same way, with the obvious difference being you can sit down and read 7 Habits for Highly Effective People in a couple of sittings, where pen and ink drawing techniques, Alphonse Dunn, I think it is, you know, you spend 15 minutes reading and then an hour practicing, and then 15 minutes reading and an hour practicing. It won't do you any good to sit down and read it through, except maybe for exposure and orientation. Read it through the first time and then come back and read it again the second time with the workbook. I don't know. If you've got any books you're reading you think I'd enjoy reading, let me know in the comments. I try to read between 2 and 3 books a month. Sometimes I read more than 3 books a month, but I never read less than 2 books a month. And so sometimes it's hard to come up with books to read, even though I've got a list of books that I want to read. When it actually comes time to read them, like P.T. Barnum's book about money getting. The name of it is escaping me right now. I read P.T. Barnum's autobiography, and that's a tough read because it's written in the language of the day. So keeping in mind, even though he was an abolitionist and a teetotaler, he still spoke in the language of the day. So what we would consider racial slurs today were considered the polite and proper term then. And so, but it's still a hard read, especially hard to talk about it, because some of it is language I won't use. Just so ingrained in me not to say those words. But keeping in mind, I don't believe there are any bad words, just inappropriate times to use them. But that doesn't change the fact that I can't think of a single appropriate time for me in 2021 to use 1860s vernacular. So I probably just won't, you know? Unless I was dressed up and pretending to be somebody from the 1860s. And even then, it would have to be, you know, I'd have to be in Django Unchained type movie or a play or something. It wouldn't ever be anything I would just say walking down the street, even in 19th century garb. But P.T. Barnum has a book. I think it's The Art of Money Getting. And a lot of economists really, I'll find the name of it and put it in the comments, put it in the description. But a lot of economists look back at it as solid information, solid foundation on how to get investors, how to get financing, how to get capital for investment. And so it may be worth a read. It's light reading. I think it's only about 100 pages, 120 pages. So it wouldn't take very long to read it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll let you know Monday. Sunday. No, we don't talk about the books on Sunday. I'll let you know Monday on the treadmill what I decided. But if you have any books you think I should read, again, feel free to drop them in the comments. Let me know. If you did any different exercises than what I did, let me know. As other people may be able to use your example because they were too advanced for me or not at the same level as I am, not as advanced as I am. And I wasn't advanced as I am 12 weeks ago, so I know there's people out there. Whew. We're coming up on that time of year that's really hard when you're trying to build on your fitness regimen and maintain your caloric intake and your carbs and your macronutrients. And then somebody whips out pumpkin pie, pecan pie, roast turkey, ham, canned cranberry sauce, stuffing, dressing, mashed potatoes, noodles, macaroni and cheese. You could tell our meals were carb heavy. But I'll do this year just like I did 2009, where I just get a spoonful of everything, big glass of water, and say I'm full. Not like a spoonful, but you know, a serving spoonful, a couple of bites of everything. So that makes it nice. But all right, I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate your comments to me and to each other. Appreciate you listening to me ramble while I wander on my treadmill. So we'll see you Monday for the weigh-in. Hopefully this week hasn't messed me up too much. If I've lost 3 pounds, then I will have lost 50 pounds. Anything less than that, and I'm still not at the 50-pound mark. But that's really not the goal. Lifestyle, fitness, that's the goal. So anyway, we'll see you Monday. Mwah. Peace out.